Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How is everyone today? Hope you're well. Sorry, I'm just a touch late, a minute late. It was only because I had to go and close the doors because it's feeding time at the zoo and the calves are just going mental. So I had to close all the back doors and everything. Otherwise, all you'd hear on this live stream is just calves mooing and whatever else for the dinner. So anyway, how's everyone today? Hope you're well. Sorry, it's a bit of a rush one. Work is very, very busy at the moment. So I've just been chatting to the guys. Bit of a sort of WhatsApp production meeting over some software and things like that we're trialing. So it's a little bit late today because we needed to sort out some certain things. So anybody, Joseph Beatty, everyone gives it a thumbs up. Everyone give it a thumbs up. There you go, straight in there, Joseph. Section 20, ups. Sup, Sky Blues, how are you, buddy? You well? Moo, yeah. No, I don't know, can you still hear them? I'm not trying to, can you? No, they might be getting fed now, so they might be a bit quieter. Happy Thursday, everyone. Up the Blues, says Kiam. Rob's on with his steering wheel. Solskjaer's at the wheel. Has everybody saved up the washing up liquid bottles and toilet roll holders so that Janet Ellis can talk to us through building Tracy Ireland? Oh wait, sorry, wrong YouTube channel. Bernard Deneen, hi Andy and guys, how are you? No messing around today, in the serious mood. Oh, you're not messing around. Wow. Why? No messing around today. You're in a serious mood. What, you are? You are, Joseph? Why is that, mate, if it's you? Tracy Island Memories. Yeah, can you remember? Well, that was Blue Peter, wasn't it? Yeah. We didn't watch Blue Peter as we couldn't afford the BBC. Mark the Blue, hi Andy and fellow Blues. How are you, buddy? You well? I know it's a bit late today, so I do apologise. But anyway, just having a look what was around today, and crap. I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's not much around. Magpie, I used to love Magpie, and How. Do you remember that? How. Crackerjack, yeah, I love Crackerjack. GTFO, what was that? I'm joking, but I'm deadly serious. That's contradictory in terms, mate. How was great, it was. What was the name of the presenter, Bernard? You should know this. Come on. You're the man for this type of thing. Andy, you can't say how anymore. Why? Oh, I can. I can say it. I can say it. I know why you're saying I can't say it, but I can say it. Hey, listen, I've been up on the reservations and outside of upstate New York. Fred Dinage, there you go. Well said. Well spotted. Mark the Blue. How was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Jay Wang's watching. No hows, thank you. What? Dinage was on it, I think, forgot others, and a blonde bird. Yeah, there was. Ooh, I can't remember what her name was. Let me just see if I can just Google it. Probably that old now, though. Let me just see. Oh, that's not who I thought it was, I must admit. Presented by Fred Dinage, Bunty James, John Miller, Jack Hargreaves, Jill Graham, Marion Davis, Tom Gaskill. None of them sort of stood out to me when I must admit, I thought it was somebody else. Oh, what was that? What was oh, and maybe an older version. An older version had what was she called? Can't think what she was called, but anyway, maybe you'll tell me anyway. We've got off topic. Old fart with a beard. Was Cheerily Baker on it? Cheryl Baker. Well, no, I was just looking there. No, there was Cheryl Baker on it? Maybe she was at a later date. I don't know, but I'm thinking about the original one. And there is somebody on it, but that was, I'm looking at Fred Dinage now. But that was How To, not How, the original one. I think because, what's she called? He used to do Countdown before the latest rag supporting Blomberg did. What's she called? Somebody help me. I think she was on there, Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman. I think she was on it as well, but that was the 2 one, not the original one. Good afternoon from the Balkans. How are you, Alexander? You well? Hi everyone. Not been on for a few days. Off out soon. What's going on? Any big news? Nah, Paul Standall. I'll be honest with you. There's nothing major. If I'm being perfectly blunt with you, think we should call ourselves Sky Blues since Everton, Chelsea, and other fans call themselves Blues as well. In addition, Sky Blues is better blue for sure. Speaking of channel rebrands, how about the ship from Captain Pugwash crashed old into Scrappled? Yes, that ship did. Haven't been here for a while because of school, says Fergal. Carol has nomen. I'm taking that's predictive text there, Jerry Gow. Channel rebrand, what have I missed? Sorry, mate, we're banning you from the channel. There you go. So, yeah, put him in a timeout. Martin, he missed the chat there saying if you ask about a channel rebrand, that's it, you are gone. You're gone from, you're in the timeout. Carol Voldemort, yes, I know, mate. Poor Horsey, yeah, I know, but that's just the rules of Man City Fan TV. If you ask about a rebrand, you go in a timeout. So poor Martin, totally unacceptable, Martin. Absolutely, you should know the rules, mate. I know you've only just come on, but they are what they are, and you need to come on at 5 o'clock when we go live. City has too small a fan base, so we're rebranding to be an Oldham Athletic Fan TV. Paul Standard, looking forward to heading up to Testimonial next week. Milner getting grief, I see on Twitter. So what you think? I'm not a fan, but I'll bury it for one night. I don't think people should give him grief. I think they should just ignore him. Let's face it, when he played, he did really well for City. Let's face facts. He played well. I think some of the City fans who are complaining on social media are complaining more about what he said when he left. When he said, I went for trophies, and I went for, I wanted to play midfield, and I wanted to do this and that and the other. And I don't think you really need to do that. He's gone. He ran his contract down, got big payday, and just leave it at that. I don't think you really need to say anything else when you will leave a club. So, I still don't think fans should boo him. Definitely don't think fans should boo him. I think they should just leave it as it is. Let's support Vinny on the night. It's all about him. Boo the United raglock, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. A Serbian striker signed a deal with City today, going to be official in 2020. Going to be official in 2020. Who's that, Alexander? Just taking a dump. Thank you for that news, Mingy Wong. Milner won more and bigger trophies at City. He did, of course he did. Savage, what's his name? Yeah, but he's staying on loan in Serbia, though I don't expect him to get any significant minutes. He's still not saying who it is, mate. I don't see any of that on social media or on any of the channels I see. So tell us who his name is. Good afternoon from China, Jay Wang. How's Jay Wang today? Paul Standard, I think it's more a fact he celebrated when he scored against us. Yeah, there was also that as well. But, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, look, your club pays you the money. Let's face it, Milner isn't born in Manchester. He's not an original Man City fan just because you play for a club. I don't get all that. Don't celebrate a goal and all. I don't get it. If you were at City, if it was like Vinny Company or David Silva, somebody like that, Sergio Aguero maybe, who came back to the club, yeah, I could understand that. City fans would be a bit, oh, hold on a minute. But when you're at the club for like 4 years, 5 years, when he came from Leeds and Villa and everything else, he's not a City fan. He just got paid by City. So he's gone to Liverpool, got a massive big payday. And I don't mind any of that anyway. And at the end of the day, I think Vinny's very good friends with James Milner, so I'm certainly not going to boo him. I just think I just think how he dealt with the after fact of going to Liverpool, and some of his comments were a little bit ill chosen, let's say. But other than that, let him do what he wants. I'd rather boo the likes of Phil and Gary Neville and Wes Brown and all the other United players who are going to play against us. We're bigger than having to boo him now. Just enjoy the night. Absolutely. Totally agree, Bernard. Remember Adebayo celebrating against Arsenal when he was at City? Yeah. You know, he wasn't a Arsenal fan, you know, so it is what it is. Slobodan Tedic. Never heard of him. How can you say you went for trophies? Well, exactly. How's Marble? I don't know. All right, Andy Sargent, awesome. You well? Hi, Andy. How are you? I'm very good, mate. How are you? Marble, like Rob, I told her no. Franny Lee did. Remember? Yeah, sorry. Well, fan chat. Was Milner actually born? He seemed so boring. Even his parents couldn't have enjoyed the night of conception. Don't be harsh, Rob. I think he's actually quite witty sometimes in some of his comments. Shame Yaya won't be there. Yeah. Who is this Milner person? I bet Milner came out holding his own birth certificate, signed and in triplicate. It's Vinny's night and no one else. Is absolutely spot on. And I've got to say, your pronunciation of Serbian names and surnames is decent. Thank you very much. I do work out in the eastern part of Europe quite a lot, Alexander, so hopefully I do them justice. Fernandinho is not included in the top 55 in the world, according to who? Milner and Owen love 24-hour staring contests. What do you think about Laporte's injury, Sergeant? Awesome. It is what it is. What do you want me to say? Am I really happy about it? No, of course not. But it is what it is. Let's hear some Eastern European words from you, Andy. Well, no, I'm not gonna. I don't speak Eastern European, mate. Yeah, you just asked me to pronounce them, and I did. Armenia are 1-0 up on Italy. Wow. Loved him on Trumpton. Windy Milner. Jay Wang, I've never met you before. Last, Andy. I heard you say you've been in the East a lot. We have to catch up next time you come. Jay Wang, when I'm over in China, I promise you, I'll come and see you. According to One Football. Well, there you go. You've answered your own question, Fergal. No, Paul Standall. Anyone else think the club should be doing more for the 125th anniversary? We've said it on numerous occasions. And I think there is something, allegedly, I have been in touch with somebody at the club who's involved with it over the last sort of 4 or 5 days. And there are going to be something coming out. What? I'm not too sure. But there's going to be something. And from the little bit of sort of tidbit information I can tell you that I was speaking to, they said they wanted to concentrate on this Saturday's game, women's game, before they did anything celebrating the 125th anniversary. So maybe next week, a few weeks late, they might do something about it or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Do you feel comfortable with Fernandinho and Walker at centre-back? Because I feel fine with Ferner because he played there as Brighton. What are you asking me? If Fernandinho just and Walker were centre-backs, would I feel comfortable? No, not really. But as cover, yeah, fine, no problem. Hot cup of rice for you, Sergio. Evening all, hope everyone's good. How are you, Scott? Hopefully, Scott, can you contact your lad, your nephew? Because hopefully he should have had that by now. Will you let me know? Beam me up, Scotty, says Sergeant. Milner narrated an audio book about his life. It's now considered by all the top scientists as the best cure for insomnia. Milner was awarded the Nobel Sleep Prize. Scotty too, Hottie. I love my shirt and wear it back here. Good, very good for you, Jay Wang. Alexander Savage. Andy, what are your memories of Benjani? Do you want to know? I've heard the fact that his first game was against the Rags and he scored against them. Do you want to know? Do you want to know all about Benjani? I should bring my lad down from upstairs to tell you about Benjani. I was on obviously his City career, yeah. He scored that little flick header and blah blah blah. I was on Emirates business class going to Dubai, and sat next to me was Jason Roberts. It was all the Blackburn team. And I've got video footage that I sent to my lad and everything. My lad, when he was young, when Benjani played, really liked Benjani for whatever reason. I've no idea. But on the flight was Roque Santa Cruz. I was sat next to, in the business class at the back of the A380. And then obviously behind you, here, a few rows back, is the bar. It's got like a big circular bar at the back of the aircraft. And so Jason Roberts next to me, we had a big load of nonsense and arguments over the food because the food was frozen. We ordered Caesar salad and it was frozen. But that's another story. But we ended up back in the bar and they were very, very, very drunk. Paul Robinson was an absolute cotwomble that night. I'm telling you now, he was a right arrogant, aggressive knob jockey. And I spoke to Roque Santa Cruz and I interviewed on camera Benjani. And I just said, you know, we were chatting and I said, look, will you send my lad a message on camera because he likes you. I don't know whether I said it that way. I'd had a few to drink, but it was like almost like I'm embarrassed about doing this. And he went, yeah, and he was going, hey, Ralph, it's Benjani. Hello, hi Ralph, it's Benjani. And he was doing this anyway. I sent it to my lad. My lad was absolutely made up. But then I spent the next 2 hours sat at the bar with, oh God, what's he called? John Jensen, who at the time was, I think, the assistant manager or one of the coaching staff, something. He was a lovely guy, really, really nice. And we just sat there drinking whiskey for about 2 hours, just chatting about football and everything else that went with it. I'll tell you who else was a real knob. David Dunn. What an absolute bellend he was. Right knob. And I've got loads of photographs, and clearly, of course, the players are very conscious and they're looking at me and staring at me, and I was too far gone by then, just having a laugh. But he was a right knobhead, David Dunn. Absolute knobhead. And Paul Robinson just was like a bit of a dick. But Roque Santa Cruz was really, really nice. A really nice guy. Benjani was a really lovely guy. Really, really nice. And but yeah, so I was fortunate enough to be able to get that for my lad. I can't say it was for me, because yeah, as nice as a fella he wasn't the best player for City, if I'm honest. Next time I heads up, lads, would be helpful. We're only joking, Martin. Did Benjani score the winner? He did. Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's here. We all missed you. That's the only reason I did it, Martin, is because just so everyone just knows that you're here. Where are you going to be next Wednesday night, Andy? Want to pop along and say hello, get some cooking recipes. I'll be where we normally are. We'll be outside the Blue Moon Cafe, mate. So we'll be around. Sometimes, like the weekend, we might have to move around the back of, you know, where the opposite the Blue Moon Cafe, there's the fish and chip shop, and just be where the back of the city store is on Joe Mercer Way. Sometimes we have to go around there to do interviews if it's really noisy, because they blare the music out from there, and then if it's really windy as well, just to get out the wind. Otherwise you pick it up on the audio and it doesn't sound good. So we might be behind the back of there, but normally right outside the Blue Moon Cafe, mate. So come over, I'll give you some cooking recipes. Come and have a chat about Vinny. Croquet Santa Cruz, yeah. Even Chuck Norris fell asleep listening to James Milner. Come on, you big. Come on, you big. Come on, you big. Can we sign Van Arnold and sell Angelino? Oh, Man City TV bingo. Cut one ball. Creaney and Condon. that's bingo, mate. Van Arnold. Rob's obsessed with Van Arnold. Yeah, he's a good player. I'm not sure whether he'll be the solution. Let me just go back. I would love to be the fly on the wall during a Noe Milner and Ferdinand and Scholes conversation. Hi, King of Assist. Wow, long time. You've not been on. How are you, mate? Wasn't included in the squad, by the way. I don't mind. We'll probably lose anyway. Agree, Rob. We'll just wipe the fact he got starts under Moyes. Guess who's back? Yes, he's back. Duffy hat-trick of headers. What do these blue spanners mean? Oh, I won't say what I was going to say. James Milner is the real life Men in Black mind wipe machine. Joseph, that'll happen 100%. Spanners mean they're idiots. They do. It's all the idiots. Anybody who's an idiot on Man City Fan TV, we give them a spanner and just say, you're a spanner. There you go. We are mechanics. Do you need any work doing, Jay Wang? Shame Rocky couldn't play football. It was very handsome man. I must admit, my wife was very impressed with the pictures of me and him that I sent to her. She was like, "Ooh, he's nice. Believe me, you won't miss me at the Blue Moon Cafe. Just look for the bouncer. Look at." Yes, we know what you look. I know what you look like. If Vinny gets sacked, we should sign him in January. Somebody else said that, Paul Dickey. I mean, who knows? I doubt he'll be sacked. I'm sure they'll give him longer. Loving the FIFA series, man. It's very good what Kiam's doing as well. Interesting story, Andy. By the way, I watched a video featuring Noel Gallagher and John Stones a few days ago. Stones, he said that Pep likes Despacito and Justin Bieber and No Lasso. Really? Yeah. I think that's an old one. I think, is that not an old one? Yeah, and I remember something about that. James Miller's living proof purgatory exists. If you want a wheel like Rob's, the mechanics can get you one. This chat is just turning into absolute bedlam as it normally does. I'm bringing the biscuits. Do you see what I mean? I just was waiting. I was waiting for somebody to mention biscuits, and it's already started. Paul Standall. I'm bringing the biscuits, no bourbons, as they're a poor man's penguin. Right, I'm off up against Mo Farah tonight, maybe. Team of idiots we are. You're spot on, Martin. FIFA 20 career looks so much better already. Actual press conference and dynamic potential is exciting. Pre-ordered it already to go on September 27th. Won't say no to a bourbon. Yeah, bourbon. Yeah. I'm the good lucky one next to Andy, right, Rob? Yeah, bourbons are so nice. Oh no, time out for section. Gotta be. God, somebody, please. Time section out. A bourbon biscuit, no chance. I'm the rose in between two thorns. Yeah, of course you are. I have FIFA 20 downloaded already. Wow, full house with biscuits. Kiam sounds great, can't wait. We are like bouncers for teenage disco. Do you like Max and Paddy? Oh, let me have a drink. You like Max and Paddy, you two? Johnny Marr once said he would give up on his healthy diet rather than switch to Man United. We've got proper celebrity fans. Custard creams, yeah, I don't mind a custard cream, I like one. Making sure those racists don't sneak in any sherbet dib-dabs. Section is MCFC TV royalty. I can't time him out. Have a good evening, Blues. Should have mentioned biscuits. I'm off, no problem, Polly. Fine. Your Paddy. Bourbon Biscuit Fan TV. Can I be Max? You can. By all accounts, you can be, mate. Come on, you boys in green. Fergal. Oh, yeah. I know what you're on about, mate. I was just trying to read very quickly. Bye, Paul. Take care. Garlic bread. There you go, horsey. Right. Let's see. What news have we got today? There's not a lot around. If I'm being honest with you, it's all garbage. And the German sports media understandably remain hugely interested in anything that's happening with Leroy Sane. As we know, throughout the summer, City players been linked with this move to Bayern Munich, which is just boring, very boring. And Bild have reported Sane wouldn't play for Pep Guardiola side in the Community Shield. Well, I'm not sure whether that's absolutely true. They're saying that Bild are claiming that Sane claimed he wouldn't play in the Charity Shield match against Liverpool. I think that's garbage, if I'm honest. He did play and the injury came, and they have, according to Bild, and this is all driven by Bayern Munich, as we know, Bild is very much driven by Bayern Munich, have some exclusive updates on the player's situation. They say he remains in Innsbruck and is training for 4 to 6 hours a day. Of course, he can't yet use his knee, so he's working on upper body strength and keeping generally fit. The German newspaper also says Sane can now bend his knee at 90 degrees. Despite the Man City player not being expected back until spring, Bild believed Bayern could make another transfer attempt during the winter transfer window. The English club are being kept updated on Sane's recovery, and so are Dr. Muller-Wolfhardt and Dr. Hahn, the former having strong Bayern contacts, and the latter working with the German national team. So the great news that they said that Bild have got this massive exclusive update on Leroy Sane is that he's training 4 to 6 hours a day and he can bend his knee 90 degrees. Wow. But the key to that whole thing is the English club are being updated on Sane's recovery, and so are Dr. Muller-Wolfhardt and Dr. Hahn. Obviously, the former being a strong Bayern, having strong Bayern contacts. So shows you there that Bayern are very much in this. Bayern are very much driving all the news that comes out of Bild, which is absolute shite, garbage, nonsense. Just ignore it, because you're going to hear this day in, day out, and it's almost like it's a wearing down tactic by the German media, pushed by Bayern. So I'm not going to bring you any more news on Leroy Sane unless it's something that is worthwhile talking about. I'm just not, because it's just crap, absolute crap. So anyway, Ederson, according to Stuart Brennan, and Ederson pissed off, apparently, the headline. Man City manager Pep Guardiola over Gabriel Jesus' penalty miss. And he says the Brazil goalkeeper reveals the day he annoyed the Man City manager after fans had called for him to take the penalty. And he's saying in Stu Brennan's article today that Ederson incurred the wrath of Guardiola by joking that he would have scored a penalty which Gabriel Jesus missed. Man City fans chanted the Brazil goalkeeper's name after the Blues were awarded a spot kick when they were 3-0 up against Swansea in 2018. But Jesus took it and missed, with Bernardo scoring from the rebound. When speaking to reporters afterwards, Ederson said, "I heard them chanting my name, asking me to take the penalty, but Gabriel went there. Unfortunately, he missed it and Bernardo fortunately scored, but if the manager had asked me to go there, I would have definitely scored. I'm not sure if I would be able to do a set pieces, but I'm good at penalties, either using power or technique when I'm shooting. City have their regular penalty takers and we have good options, but if Pep asks me to take it, I'm there. Hopefully it will happen, as I'd like to score." But Guardiola was apparently less happy with the keeper and let him know it. And Ederson, he said in a press conference afterwards, "When I first started playing, I liked to take penalties, but these days I don't have any such ambitions. One time we won 5-1, I think, and the crowd was asking for me to take a penalty. In the mix zone, I was asked and said that I wanted to take it. Guardiola was pissed off." Well, I'll be honest, Stu Brennan, I'm not sure whether that's newsworthy, because that was talking about, think about Swansea 2018, and just shows you how much little information and transfer news and rumours and any news whatsoever is out there. There's just nothing. And obviously with the international break now, we've not got to talk about who's fit for the weekend and things like that. So what else was the veteran goalkeeper Asier Riesgo admitted to Diario de Girona that he thought he was about to come to Manchester City this summer, only for a dream move to the Etihad to fall through. He said he would have known that game time would have been hard to come by at the Premier League champions, but that didn't put a 35-year-old free agent off the idea of potentially learning from the most respected and influential coach in the modern game as he enters a twilight in his career. The former Sociedad, Osasuna and Eibar shot stopper was on the verge of signing a contract with City, only to see a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity taken away from him. "I was practically thinking I was there," he means at City. "I broke down, and in the end, it was a very long summer." He said he'll have to make do with signing for the sister club Girona instead, a move he described as a very lovely opportunity. So he's happy that he's getting game time at Girona, so that's just the way it is. We ended up with Scott Carson. So let me just go back and just see if there's any other further comments. Because like I said, there's not a lot to talk about today. I'll be honest with you. We have got some videos that we're doing at the moment. That's hopefully one's going to come out tomorrow, which you may really enjoy, by Rob. And I'm doing another one on centre-back signings. So that'll come out tomorrow, I think, or it might come out Saturday. I'm not sure, but it's one of those. Right, let me just go back down. Bayern need to piss off forever, they do. Can we bomb Bayern's chippy? Yeah, hi, Blue Heart. You all right, mate? Loving that Bayern's ground, isn't it? FIFA 20, Sane will want to stay now. They're actually talking about his good knee. I'm good, Virgil. Hi, guys. Hey, Sergeant. Rob is at the wheel, honestly. Look at his profile. Joseph says, is the name of the Armenian manager. Gunda Hayan. Alexander Savic. Andy, when was the last time since City had hooligans? I'm asking this question since I live in a country where hooligans are still a thing. Oh, they're still here, mate. Don't you worry about it. They're still very much here. Very close by. Hello, Andy. Any chance of a hobnob? I ain't got any in. Otherwise, you could have one, mate. Oh, yeah, Ederson taking the penalty. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Sorry I'm late. I had to go shopping. Don't worry, Cal. Could you imagine the media pet would have allowed Ederson to take the penalty? Wow, it would have been meltdown, exactly. Section, the governor's not really been a proper thing for decades. The 80s lot were a different kettle of fish. They were absolutely different, mate. Absolutely. Don't believe half the crap today. Don't worry, Cal, all right. Did you see Ederson's overhead kick during his Rio Ave days? No, I didn't, Joseph. Some would say that I'm a hooligan. He's not. He's just a big bear. Wait. He is a hooligan. I prefer the term peacemaker. The MEN are full of garbage most of the time these days. Yeah, I mean, it was like I was just reading it out and I was thinking, what is that? Afternoon, Glen Mountain, how are you? A piss keeper. Section 20, I guess it's quite safe in the UK right now. You wouldn't expect anybody to attack you if you wore a City scarf. Well, there was a thing at outside the Etihad with Spurs fans. Bloody hell, MEN scraping the barrel with that Pedersen story. Italy equalised. Piss taker, 1-1. Women's game. What about it? You guys have got better government. Good luck, Rob. Best of luck, Rob. But how did the UK manage to solve the hooligan problem? They haven't ultimately solved it, mate. You know, listen, there's plenty of stuff in the media that goes on behind the scenes. We just don't have we just have a massive police presence now outside games. So it's very difficult. So a lot of the stuff that goes on still today, most games, happens away from the stadium. You just don't see it. Right, I'm getting a shortbread biscuit chat. It's making me hungry. Give us a recipe. For what? Never been a hooligan. I'm more a backyardigan. Backyardigan. Just me, Andy, saying hello with a new account. How are you doing, Kiam? MCFC1. Yeah, don't forget, guys, this is Kiam's new account. And it's at Kiam MCFC1. So go over on Twitter and please, everybody, give him a follow if you can. Big man Boris Johnson. Yeah, I mean, I don't even go into politics, mate, because it drives me absolutely crazy. Just seeing if there's anything else. No, there's not. It's just nothing much today. It's all just bit of crap and bollocks, if I'm being honest with you. My car needs fixing. I'm going to be using this one for the channel stuff, live chats going forward. I'll transfer my spanner. My new account is Johnson Boris PM. Yeah, right. You can go in a timeout for that one. There you go. Just make stories up, Andy, like the United States. To profit is good news. Put Rob in a timeout. There you go. I can't be accepting that Boris Johnson, Boris PM. No, garbage. No politics on Man City Fan TV. We're just not having it. Breaking news, Salah to Real Madrid. I don't know whether that's breaking news, but are you having a wind up there, Sergeant? Awesome. But Real Madrid will be in for loads. But anyway, listen, just finally, what we got? Oh, we've got 5 more minutes. So, you love Goldbridge rants? Yeah, I mean, it's all for... no, totally not. Where's that from then? Put a link on here, mate. I always say this to people when they come on, they go, no, definitely, this is happening, and please, and I go, put a link on, and nobody ever puts a link on, and then when you look at it, it's nonsense. So, Sergeant Awesome, please, if it's true, put a link on, let's all have a read of it. All for the cameras, this channel is turning into a dictatorship. Is it turning into a dictatorship? Absolutely. A totalitarian channel. Doesn't Norwich West City have 4-0 written all over it? I hope it's more than that, Cal. I'm hoping so. I'm coming back in January to see Marbo. She goes back to England tomorrow. Can I come back on the channel? Of course you can, Jay Wang. A potato chip. I would say the opposite, Cal. I'm joking. I was hoping Salah and Ramos would meet. Blue Heart, you might be next. You might be. Andy Guevara. Is Joe Hart in the testimonial? No, he's not. It's Pantilimon. Was it Joe Hart, Pantilimon? I can't remember can't remember. I read it out last night. Lots happened since then, I'll be honest with you. Is it Joe Hart and Pantilimon? I'm sure it's Joe. Yeah, I think was it not Joe Hart and Pantilimon? Or have I got that totally wrong? I know that it was Shea Given not in the All Stars. I think it was. Yeah, I'm sure it was Joe Hart and Costello Pantilimon. I might be wrong. Just listen, right now it's the least of my problems. Hi, sexy guys. Where's my blue? How did Ederson annoy Pep? I don't. Will Watkinson music. I'll have to go back and watch the video. We've just done Harty and Pantilimon. I thought it was. What do you work as? Who are you talking to? Joe and Costello it is. Phyllis is back. Hello, sexy. The shakes have left. Can't believe it. No, it was Pantilimon. Kiam's turn now, Andy. Right. Listen, this is just as it always does. Why do you guys always turn Man City Fan TV into absolute nonsense? That's why I put nonsense in the description, because that's what you always do. That's because Phyllis is on. Always impressed how you can talk for an hour when there's absolutely nothing to talk about. James, listen, I'd rather just go off, if I'm being honest, because there's not much to really talk about, if I'm being absolutely blunt with you. It's just these absolute lunatics on here who just extend the whole thing. I'd love nothing more than to come on for 15 minutes, talk about stuff, and then go after interacting with these. But these reprobates just make things 10 times worse. But anyway, I'm more than happy to do that because they are quite funny. Very funny on occasions. A little bit funny on occasions. Sometimes not so funny, but on the whole, they're a good bunch. Andy, how come you never get interrupted during these live streams? Seems like you live alone. Nobody lives here. I live on my own. That's my bedroom there. Just in that little cubby hole. That's where I live. Nobody else lives in the house. Breaking news, Mane to PSG. Oh yeah. What you mean, Blue Heart? Breaking news, everyone to Real Madrid. Sexy Phyllis is here. Rob's always on at the same time as Phyllis. I think Rob actually quite likes Phyllis, if I'm being honest. Phyllis has been on before on her own. Rob wasn't on the other night and Phyllis was on. So I don't think they're the same person, because Phyllis was on the other night but Rob wasn't. Because I messaged him to say I'm going live and he said I can't, I'm busy with work. Rob's always on the same time. Sorry, breaking news, last minute swap. Isco is being lured away from the Etihad in a swap move with Salah to Real Madrid. Disco. Spot on, James. We love to entertain you all. Hi, Blues. Serge Demio's on. Live streams are a way of life, especially if you chat with Man City fans. Absolutely. Don't you wish you supported? Sometimes, Cal, I do. Fearless Man City Fan TV's Dolly, but I've been telling a woman is sexy and it's a man. Phyllis is good on the whole. I think that. I hope that Blue Heart. Hope there's a W in front of that hole. You play the guitar, Andy? No, I don't, mate. I keep trying to find somebody to give me lessons. Nobody ever wants to. See Blue Heart, she's a sexy woman. Rob's been stalking Phyllis. Rob's totally not got an addiction to Phyllis. Phyllis is mine, Blue Heart. She's in my bin-up. My knowledge of biscuits has become faultless. James Richardson, if that's what you've taken away from Man City Fan TV, then I can only say it's a job done. It's an absolute job done. As long as you've learned something, buddy. Shame it's not football transfer news. Not with all these idiots that are on here. God, Jesus Christ. Just... Some of the garbage that these lot come out with, I've no idea where it comes from and when to just say, you know what, enough is enough. Blue Heart, are you going to let them talk about me like this? Defend my honour. I support Rochester City. Where is Jay Wang gone? Love the Jay Wang. Made my day last week. Jay Wang was top bloke. Anybody who comes on Man City Fan TV on a live streaming, on a live interview with him, just sits there, lights up a fucking legend. I'll defend you, Phyllis. Sorry, Phyllis can defend somebody else. How can you get on YouTube in China? These streams are the proof that people never grow up. They just gain more experience as time goes on. Lunatics, Alexander. Absolute lunatics. And half of these lot are my age and older. Trust me. Lunatics. J1 was doing his marvellous Maurizio Sarri impression, he was. Someone do a super chat. This is Andy's fault. Don't blame me for this. I've done my little bit now. It's you lot taking over, and I'm going to just come out of here in a minute. Can you lads defend for City? Can you lads defend for City? I'm younger than the lads here. I know you are, mate. I'm saying half the people that are commenting on here. I've met them. I have met them. They're my age. I'm younger than these lads. I heard the mum from Bradshaw's was based on Phyllis. Andy plays something on the guitar. Can't play the guitar, awesome. Telling you now, when I can, I will do. Excuse me, I'm the youngster of the group. By how? Not long. Did you take a look at Paulo Futra? He was a top player. I haven't had a chance. I'm the baby of the channel. You're not the baby of the channel. There's no chance you are. I'm one of the youngest here. How old are you, Sergeant? I'm not old either. I just pretend it was around the 80s. Fucker off. I've seen you, you liar. Bradshaw's Blue Heart plays me like a guitar. I'm 21. I'm 13. I'm only 22. Your dreams. I'm 12, not faking. I think I'm the youngest. I'm 16. I think you're 16. I agree with you, Carl. I think you might be 16. I don't believe for 1 minute the likes of Blue Hearts claiming to be young. I had a hard paper. You had a very hard paper round, mate. He's ancient. He is ancient. Guess my age, Andy. I'm going to go for about 25. Andy is the youngest. I am the youngest. I've not been born yet. Is that guitar for smuggling your doping? Yes, it is. How do you know? And stop putting it out there. I've got Phyllis's plectrum to play. Think about retiring. I know. Jesus, I need to. If you talk to me, I do need to retire. Martin is younger than me. He looks like he had a paper round in Beirut, though. 27, there you go. Just from your comments, I was guessing you mid to late 20s. Andy for Prime Minister, absolutely. I'll get rid of all this shit, the garbage, nonsense, and hand it back to the people. Hi, John House Sniffles. Oh, John's on somewhere. I don't know. I'm actually 22, honestly, young and vibrant. The woman log interview me in your dreams. Quiz answer is Fred Dinage. No, we said Fred Dinage earlier. The question was, who was the blonde bird? Right, I'm going to eat. Bye. I'm going as well. He is fine. Thank you very much, John, for letting us know that Sniffles is fine. You should never ask a lady her age. Horsey City, we're peers. Bro, Tizimo, you too late, mate. We're going, because it's just been madness for the last 15 minutes. The blonde bird was Paul Lake. Women give me wind. How old are you, Phyllis? Go on, yeah, Phyllis, how old are you? Because I don't believe that photograph whatsoever. That photograph is definitely not you. I'm trying to see who it is. Is that somebody famous or not? Am I going to the derby? I'm not sure, mate. I won't know until tomorrow afternoon when I come on a live vlog, because work, loads of issues with work at the moment and things like that, and I've got meetings tomorrow in Wales and again possibly Saturday, so I don't know how tomorrow will go until I get back here tomorrow night. So I can't say. I won't know until tomorrow. I'm always being fed beans. Arsenal fan TV are delusional. Yet we don't see him if we're babies. I voted Winston in power your second time. Andy reminds me of a young chap. Horsey. We're the true glory hunting plastic fans, we are. Well, listen, guys, I've been on for 45 minutes. 40 minutes of that have been absolute nonsense. Listen, I'm going. I've got stuff to do. But guys, thank you for tuning in. As I said, there's not much going on at all today. There really isn't. I'm thinking of changing my name. What's that? My season ticket is made of plastic. 50 pence shades of grey. That's quite funny. That is quite funny. See Andy and Ice Sky Blues. The shirt is made of recycled plastic. Time to comb. My break-on cells are slowly vanishing. Mine went ages ago, Joseph, because of you lot. Take care, James Richardson. 50 pence shades of that is superb. And I don't mean any disrespect in that, but it's very funny. Very, very funny. My head is made of plastic. Will Isla win tonight? I hope so. Me and Blue are working through the Kama Sutra. He got bad back turn in the first place. Guys, listen, I'm going. I'll be back tomorrow, you lunatics. Thank you for making a 45-minute, 48-minute sort of vlog. 5 minutes about City and the rest of it just funny stuff. So Liverpool are just an afterbirth of Everton. Take care. Have a great evening. I'll be back tomorrow at some part. I don't know when, whenever I get home. But we're not on the same page, Phyllis. Bye. Have a good evening, Martin. He's Andy likes Love Island. Mate, I've never seen that in my life. I can't stand that type of stuff. Don't forget, yeah, Kiam's just posted, don't forget the latest FIFA career mode, and also there'll be another video coming out tomorrow by Rob, so please go and watch it. And also, just what I want to say is, we're going to be doing a live vlog with me and Martin. So me and Martin are going to do co-host a live vlog. So you'll be able to come on live with me and Martin and have a chat at some point, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, I don't know where, but it'll be coming out very soon, and you'll be able to just put your stuff to Martin, so Martin can tell you he's set himself up. He's the handsome one and everything else, and so it'll be me and Martin versus you lot. 50 pence shades of rate. Anybody having Kelford? With brown rice. Guys, you're all in trouble, believe me, big trouble. Listen, I've got to go because it's just going to get into more lunacy. There will be a mint rant video out tomorrow called International Breakup. We'll talk rubbish for 50 minutes. Enjoy. There you go. It'll only be the same as I've done. It's now 40 minutes and 11, so it's 50 minutes of nonsense I've just spoken on Man City Fan TV. Andy has a picture of Ashley Barnes in his bedroom. How do you know? Oh, Cal, how do you know? It's amazing video, guys. Lunacy and that, yeah, it's just nonsense. Take care. We'll see you soon. Absolute nonsense. Yeah, but back tomorrow. And we'll see you then. I'm a dirty blue nose. You are. Take care. See you soon.